Currently, I serve as the CEO of One Jax, where I develop and implement community and youth programs related to resilience, civility, and building bridges of understanding among people of all beliefs, faiths, and backgrounds. In this role, I oversee our budget and manage a dedicated team. Leading a nonprofit requires strong strategic planning, collaboration, and communication skills, all of which are essential assets that I can bring in my role as a trustee. Before beginning my role at One Jax, just over a year ago, I served on the Duval County School Board from 2018 to 2022, where I was responsible for helping to oversee a $2 billion budget and setting policies that impact our entire educational system. A few highlights from my time on the board include the successful passage of 2 local referendums to address critical funding shortfalls. In November of 2020, I was selected by my colleagues to serve as the chair. During this time, I had the honor of overseeing several legacy initiatives. With the support of the Jacksonville Chamber and bipartisan political leaders, we renamed schools which were a barrier to creating a welcoming city for all. With the support of consultants, I led the board through the development and launch of a 5-year strategic plan with goals on improving literacy rates, addressing the need for soft skills development for our students, and expanding relevant career and technical education pathways. I worked with staff to launch the Citizens Oversight Committee to provide transparency to the community for the half-penny sales tax for capital projects. And I established a board committee to oversee the development of policy and process for launching the district's first audit advisory committee, which continues to provide another layer of transparency and accountability to taxpayers for their investment in our public schools. In addition to these accomplishments as the chair, I also served as the legislative liaison for 2 years, where I was dedicated to learning and advocating for a free and fair public education system. And finally, I served as an executive leader at the state level for the Florida School Boards Association, supporting all Florida school districts. All of this experience gave me invaluable insight into the workings of large public institutions and the importance of responsible governance. In addition to my leadership roles, I have a background in mental health counseling, holding a Master of Science in Mental Health Counseling from the University of North Florida, which has honed my abilities in effective listening, communication, and understanding diverse community needs. And as a former Florida certified high school English teacher myself, I also deeply value education and literacy. Lastly, I want to share how much my family and I love the library. As someone frequently out in the community for work, I have visited libraries across the city between appointments to check emails or finish projects, so I know firsthand how valuable these hubs are. I spent many Saturday mornings at story time at the Pablo Creek branch when my son was a toddler, and now, as he finishes up 2nd grade, he's reading chapter books that we borrow from the library, higher level books that he doesn't have access to in his classroom. Our family loves books. Most days, my digital holds are maxed out on the Libby app. I believe the public library is a vital institution, and I would be honored to help ensure it continues to serve our community in meaningful and innovative ways. My top priorities for this role would include expanding digital access and digital literacy, supporting early childhood literacy and workforce development, as well as ensuring fiscal responsibility and strategic oversight. With experience in leadership, public service, and community engagement, I believe I am a strong candidate for the Board of Trustees and am enthusiastic about the opportunity to strengthen this essential resource for us all. Now, before I turn it back over to you all, I do want to take just a moment to acknowledge the efforts that have been made over the past couple of weeks to derail this appointment with false and divisive claims about my character and my beliefs. I want to be clear that I have no political agenda or ambition. What I do have is a lifelong commitment to public service, education, and building a more connected and civil community. Our library system is one of Jacksonville's greatest assets. It exists to inform, to inspire, and to serve all people, regardless of background or viewpoint. I believe in protecting that mission, not politicizing it. I've been in Jacksonville my whole life. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter. In my heart, I am a teacher and a counselor and a public servant committed to doing my part for a thriving community. It is my job every day to wake up and think about how we can confront division, not by deepening it, but by listening, learning, and leading with integrity. Regardless of what someone says about me, I know I bring those same values here today. I respectfully ask that you see beyond the noise and judge my appointment based on my record, my values, and my sincere commitment to what's best for Jacksonville. Thank you so much for your